was born and raised on a farm, so I'm 100% English too.
Hey.
So I've been in this country for centuries, but I'm 100% English. My family came from Bath, outside of Bath. I was a farm kid. I drove every kind of machinery. I learned my mechanics on the farm. I was enlisted crew chief. That's an airplane mechanic in Korea. In another lifetime, I was a trauma surgeon, fixing broken people. So I fixed farm equipment, I fixed airplanes, and I fixed people. And then I ended up being the lead mechanic to fix the Hubble telescope. And so that's a little path that I took.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. So, shall we have another question for Story?
Anyone?
Did you have a question, didn't you?
Sean, you got a question?
Do you want to come and sit here and introduce yourself and tell us our story, the question?
Hello, my name is Sean Hayward.
Yes, hi.
My question for you is, how much do you shrink in space after you spent a year there?
How much would I shrink?
Yeah.
Of course, I get longer. I'm going to get longer in space.
Okay.
Because, yes, in every joint, like every joint has cartilage in the middle between the bones. If you were to measure yourself early in the morning, you would be longer. You'd be longer by at least ½ an inch. If you measured yourself in the morning, you'd be ½ inch taller than when you went to bed in the evening. And that is because when I stand up like this, I have pressure holding every one of my spines and my knees. There is pressure forcing the water out of the cartilage that's in the middle of the joint. And so in space, no gravity, there is no pressure. And so in space, within the first day or two, you will have grown an inch. And so when you size your spacesuit to do spacewalks, you have to make it a little longer. But you are going to lose muscle, and you are going to lose some bone, but it turns out you will be a little longer than when you went.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Story. That was a really good answer. Does anyone else have a question?
Is that you, Hannah? Is that you there, Hannah?
Yeah.
Are you Hannah?
I'm Hannah, yeah.
Okay, hi Hannah, thanks for all the help.
Hi. Thank you for speaking with us today. This girl's called Hannah as well, and I think she has some questions for you.
Two Hannahs. Oh.
You Scouts, so your boy and your girl Scouts.
Yeah.
In the same chapter. Well, that's very good to know.
My question is, what do you eat in space?
You eat the same kind of things you do down here. You have 100 menu items. 100. So for every day, for every meal, you can pick out what you want of the 100. Now it's preserved differently. So your body knows it's not the regular food. You know, it has to be irradiated, or it's in a plastic bag and it's very dry. So if you're taking a picture of me, well, that might turn out, I guess. But I can send you, if you email me at storymusgrave@hotmail.com. Have you got that? Or Hannah has it. You can email me and I will send you pictures and that kind of thing. But back to the menu. The food is incredibly good now. It's gotten much better. But the important lesson for you kids that have imagination and you have dreams and you think about things in a different way, in the early space program, we ate our food out of toothpaste tubes. You took all the food and you dumped it into a blender, and the blender did this and it turned it into mush, and the mush went in a toothpaste tube, and we ate like this. Because we assumed you could not handle liquids in zero gravity. But it doesn't work that way. So you see the cup of coffee. You see the cup of coffee I have here? And
yeah.
What's your name, ma'am? What's your name?
Hannah.
Okay, so you're Hannah too?
Yeah.
Oh, so we got 2 Hannahs.
Yeah.
You see a drop of coffee on my finger?
Yeah.
Yep. You see it does not fall off, right?
Yeah.
Gravity is trying to pull that coffee off my finger. and it does not come off. That's surface tension and capillary traction. If your food is wet, it's going to stick to the plate. If your food is wet on the plate, you can tip the plate upside down and it does not fall off. So, eating food in space is not a problem, but we said it was a problem, and so we ate out of toothpaste tubes. If we had read science fiction, we said, you know, how did they eat in science fiction? They ate off a plate because they understood if it's wet, it could stick. So that's the important thing. We made a problem for ourselves that doesn't exist. So, but I'll tell you a little bit about, so I had Coca-Cola in space. They had experiments. I had Coke and Pepsi wars. Coke and Pepsi. I was assigned to Coke. I'm a Coke person. So I ran their experiments, but I wanted Coke for myself. I took a can opener. I took the whole bottom off the can of Coca-Cola. Okay? Here's a can of Coca-Cola, and there's no bottom. Do you think, to look stupid in the video, I tried to pour the Coke into the glass? Do you think it would come out?
No.
No. Why not?
Because zero gravity.
Yeah, zero gravity, right. So, I had to get the Coke out of the can. You know how I got the Coke out of the can? I went, yeah. I snapped the can in the front of my face. Is a nice blob, a circular sphere of 12 ounces of Coca-Cola. I get my straw and I go to work on it.